What's up everyone, Vortex here. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to use an Xbox One controller on the 360 console using a different method to the plug-in method I showed you last time. You're going to be using something called USB-D sec patch. It's the same patch, obviously not the plug-in this time. I'm going to be using, I'm going to be flashing the NAND. So yeah, I'm going to be applying a NAND flash, and it's going to be using like a tool called JRunner on the PC. But before we can get up to that, we need to get the NAND from the console, so we'll switch over to the console now. I'm currently on dash launch. I've disabled the plugin from before, as you can see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press the LB button on the controller to move over to here. I'm going to go to system info, and then you get the CPU key there, which is what you need. That's one method of obtaining the CPU key. Okay, so yeah, I've already saved the changes in there, so we'll power off the console and we're going to, I'm going to turn the console off. Okay, and I'm going to just quickly show you the other method you can use to obtain the CPU key, and that is by powering on the console, not the normal way, but by pressing the eject button. And what that will do is boot a Zell menu, as you will see in a moment. Alright, there's the Zell menu, yep. You just give it a few minutes and it should load a few things at the bottom down there, but sometimes I do have issues using this, so I'll just give it a few seconds and see if it does anything, and if not, I'll leave it at that, because we've already got the CPU key, what we needed. But yeah, this is just to show you that this is another way of doing it, so we'll just give it a few seconds, see if it's going to do anything. I'm not sure it is. And also the disc tray didn't actually open properly, it got a bit stuck then when I pressed it, so I don't know if that's anything to do with it getting stuck there, but yeah, not too sure. Okay, yeah, it's not doing it, so I'll just power it off and we'll go to the PC then. What we're going to do is we're going to grab this thing called Simple NAND Flasher. As always, I'll put links to my Discord in the description, which is where you'll find all the downloads. So I've put that on the USB already, that's all there, that's good to go. So I've removed the USB from the PC. I'm going to plug that into the console and power it on. Okay, now the console's on. What we're going to do now, obviously go to My Games and XEX menu. Yep, so this USB, okay, there's Simple NAND Flasher. We'll go into that, launch the default XEX. Okay, and it gives you, yep, listen, it says press X if you want to dump your NAND with the raw dump V1. Press anything else, the application will close. Okay, so we'll press X, let it do its thing. Okay, and then dump, press any button to exit. Okay, so at this point we can leave the console switched on and we can switch back to the PC. So I'll just plug the USB drive back into the PC. Okay, and now what we're going to do is, minimize that for a second, we're going to use this tool called JRunner. This is how we apply the patch and flash the NAND. Okay, so open that. I'll just remind me later for the update. Right, okay, so I'm going to load the source first. Select NAND file, so we're going to navigate to the USB. Go in Simple NAND Flasher, and that is the NAND dump, if you like, what we've just dumped from the console, so that's what we're going to modify. So we're going to open that. And we're going to tick that because that's the patch we're applying, USB-D sec patch. And just a note as well, that which I forgot to mention in the last video, it is perfectly safe using this patch. I mean, it does not stop you from being able to use a standard 360 controller or anything like that. So yeah. Anyway, I've selected that. Now we just need to input the CPU key in there, which we grabbed before. Now I've got mine in a notepad thing here because I used it before. So just going to copy that, paste in there. So yeah, and then we're going to create XE build. Click that button. Okay. It saved it in that folder, and it's this one. This is what we want. So I'm going to copy that, put that in the USB in the Simple NAND Flasher, paste that in there. Okay, and close out of that. Go back to the console. Put the USB back in. And then we're going to go into XEX menu again. And then open Simple NAND Flasher, default XEX again. Okay, now this time, because there's an extra flash dump in there, you now get a slightly different set of options at the bottom. So press A if you want to flash your NAND with raw flash v4, press B if you want to save flash your NAND with raw flash v4 dump and write. So press X if you want to do what we've already done. Well, we're going to press A and flash the NAND with raw flash v4. Press start to flash your NAND, or press anything else to exit. So press start, and we'll just give this a minute or two. It's usually pretty quick. Okay, so it's going to reboot. So while it's rebooting, I'm going to plug my USB flash drive and plug in the adapter for the Xbox One controller. power on the Xbox One controller and get it to connect, which it has done straight away. Yeah, and that's working pretty perfectly. So again, just switch over to the phone camera so you can see. Alright, so switching over to the phone camera, as you can see again, I've got the Xbox One controller there and it's connected to port 1. 360 controller is powered off, as is that one. In fact, there's even any batteries in that one, but anyway, yeah, so pressing left and right and down and up and to select. There we go. Alright, so I could try and do this one-handed and hold the camera in another hand. Choose that. Launch a game. And yeah, that's it. Alright, yes, and that's pretty much it then. As you can see, it works perfectly. And yeah, hope you found all this video useful and hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.